it's out of order. Dude be shooting at you and kill your daughter. My block pumping like it's trying to get in shape. One of my soldiers survived 3 shots to the face. Nobody put on trial for the case. The Philly murder rate, 3 and some change. Young boys getting sent upstate. We gon' lock Philly down and get it poppin' in other states. I get pounds for 6 straight from the J. I'm from a hood where we shoot 3-pointers on crates. Most hustle, a couple work. The good guy died 10 years before the bad guy. Smoking on the sack of A in Westmoreland. Could take it back to selling crack, but that's boring. My young boy just got killed on Vernon Road. Blood on his fresh Jordans. Smoking on the jar Gordon. Y'all better find a new squad to get changed with. I'm on records riding with Black Bar Entertainment. We be running the city. We be running the city.
Yo. We back in the building. Filoosh Talk. Dame in the building.
What's going on, man? It's Ain't Better, Mr. Not Your Regular. What's up, y'all? Hey, what's going on with you, Dame, man?
Same.
How's the weekend? Holiday weekend, man. You know.
Man, it's been a long week, man. You know, a week full of ups and downs. Mm-hmm. You know, after last week's show, I found out we lost one of the greats uptown. My man Joe Bread, R.I.P. Joe Bread.
Condolences.
May God bless his soul, you know. Real good dude, man. You know, I want to touch on a couple things in light of my man and just talking about life, period. You know what I mean? But we'll wait to tap into that, you know. How was your weekend, good brother?
Oh, man, my weekend was relaxing, man. I chilled. I ain't do too much. I was looking for some cookouts, but don't nobody cook out no more, man. Don't nobody cook out no more on holidays and things like that no more.
Some of them cookouts dangerous, man. You gotta have a cookout in a safe spot.
I mean, shit, not family and friends, y'all, you know, be chilling.
Family be fighting too.
You know, family fight, hey, that's expected. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna get drunk and do some nut shit. But no, yeah, man, I just was out the way. I chilled, kicked back, you know. Had a good time yesterday. You know what I mean? So, you know, hung out with some folks I ain't hang out in a while, so it was chilling. Good weekend for me, man.
Yeah.
Good weekend for me, man. You know, the football season starting on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean, Eagles, y'all play Friday, right? Friday,
I'm going to the big watch party at the Link. Filoosh will be in the motherfucking building at the Link watching the Eagles play Brazil, man. Man, shout out to the Eagles, man. Get ready for the season.
Right.
Packers, let's bet $1 billion on this, man. F it.
I don't know, man. You know, Green Bay looking like a little team now, man. I did get that running back from New York, though.
I don't know about
be good
Green
work.
Bay ain't ready for what we cooking up. You know what I mean? But we're going to see. I ain't going to talk too heavy. You know, the Phil.
Yeah, don't talk too crazy.
Yeah, but they hate that ball. Everything changed. You know what I mean?
Don't talk too crazy.
But this going to be our first time really seeing a lot of the Eagles in action. Everything they've been working on the off season. So that's super duper exciting, man.
Yeah, I like the running back y'all got from New York. That's
yeah, Barkley. We got the backup running backs, defense, nice receivers.
I got a lot of rookies too. Nice rookies that y'all got too.
Yeah, it's just about, you know, game plan, good offensive, defensive coordinator. We're really putting it to work right now, you know?
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what my Patriots do, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. We no longer a dynasty team, but we had our fun. So now
y'all
it's
got
the rebuild.
another season to waste. Y'all got a little bit of time to waste.
No, it's over for us for now, man. We rebuilding. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, I got a little bit of tick. But listen, man, in music news, man, I think a few days ago, Rollo dropped, man. Rollo from the ATL, man. I kind of like his project, man. I like what he doing out there. I like the direction of how he's spitting. You know, I'm feeling it, man. I know a lot of people probably ain't checked that out yet.
Yeah, I heard a couple songs off that, John. It's not something I listen to the whole album with, but these days, who making whole albums where you can just listen to them straight through? Ain't too many people out here doing that. So,
well, for me, he gives me that like back in the day unity feel of like really feeding the hood. feeding his family, looking out, making sure Atlanta where it's supposed to be. He did a little vlog on how he bought a city block, man, and I really like what that brother is doing, man. He was showing where the brothers pray.
Mm-hmm.
He was showing where he want to put the hair salon, the barber school, the apartment, something like yo.
Sound like he got big plans.
My man on some real estate, futuristic type of stuff, man. Like when we start buying city blocks, y'all, that's different thinking. You know what I mean? And something that we can really, access the community with. That's important too. Stores and barbershops, salon, restaurants. We gotta get back to our own businesses. That's just my thinking.
Don't hang out around that motherfucker though. It ain't for you to hang out. It's for you to put your shit together and then be out.
It was crazy, my man. Rollo just had he had a big party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had like 20 of his homies, man, dressed up with the tux and the suspenders, bow ties on. I thought it was like the flyest fucking thing in the world, man.
Right.
Like to see that many brothers organized and really loving each other, and it ain't no beef. They in the club just celebrating life. Like, you don't see that no more, you know what I mean? So, major shout out to Rollo, man. I like his new project he put out, and I like what he pushing just by unity and brotherhood, man.
Right.
Check him out. You know what I'm saying?
I heard, like I said, I heard a couple of the Jones. I mean, I fucks with a few of them. Like I said, there ain't nothing that I listen to straight through. You know what I mean? But it's definitely good music. I mean, he doing a lot of positivity. A lot of positive things going on. You can never be mad at that. But music-wise, it's just a few songs for me. That's about it, man.
Well, you gotta really dig, you know what I mean? Some people, he talking a lot of that talk, man. And he went back out there where Young Dolph from and did some stuff with Key Glock and really celebrated Young Dolph. Made a shout out, you know what I mean? That's real love. R.I.P. Dolph too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? In some Philly music, man, I like the joint Young Chris dropped last week. Wingerbot. Real hot track, man. Nice beat. He's spitting real. He can hang with anybody who's spitting right now. Young Chris is one of them artists that's a lyricist, and ain't too many people trying to get in the ring with him.
Yeah, Chris always been dope, though.
Or put him on the track, because he started dancing.
He always been dope, though. There ain't nothing new. But although I didn't hear this new record he got out, I didn't even know that he was putting one out. So, I don't know where he promoted it at.
It's on YouTube. I stay up with the up, man. I got my ears to the streets, man. If you drop, it gotta be real quiet if I ain't hear about it. You know what I mean? I'm just a music boy. I be in all that. But yeah, it been out for like a week or so, a couple days. I'm just feeling the track though. The beat crazy. And he talking that talk, man.
You seen Woody making people mad. And YSL Woody, he making fucking people mad. And made this girl mad. Akbar, I think her name is. Some shit like that.
I be
seeing
something.
Dirty Girl.
I don't know they connection.
she wasn't feeling that shit, man. She ain't posting about this nigga all day.
Well, Woody just talked real heavy to be on the stand for the last 4 or 5 weeks, but that's Woody, man. He say he's still outside.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Woody done turned into a crowd favorite for a lot of people. This motherfucker's entertaining. He's entertaining, man. You ever see him on that show, 10 for 1? Yeah, with the women. He be having me crack.
I can't even watch that straight through, but Woody off the hooks.
Listen.
He learning how to make money off, his situation.
And he be saying some real shit sometimes. You sit and listen to him. I was watching the joint with him and Charleston White. And mind you, Charleston White is like the most hated dude right now ever. But Charleston be saying some real shit. His delivery just all fucked up. But he say some real shit. Like, if you really listen to some of his shit he be saying, man, you be like, he on point.
I can't.
People don't want to hear this shit he want to talk about, though. And people don't like to hear the real the ugly. You know what I mean? He just say how the fuck he feel and how it's going on, and people don't like that.
I can't really stay tapped into him, man.
He done a lot for the community too. People look at him and think that he just a troll and shit. Like he once said that, like when I was standing with the powerful and the great, and I had the bow tie and I was saying my shit, people weren't trying to hear that shit. I started talking like these rappers y'all love. Now y'all want worried about and caught up in my delivery. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm thinking
I'm
thinking he an older guy, so you can't put yourself with the younger guys, man. You gotta watch what you say, man. All that trolling and internet stuff, we finding out that can come to a terrible end. You know what I mean? We definitely gotta watch what we say, and just in thinking about life in general, not even on the trolling it. We say something crazy out our mouth, you know. Like a big thing people saying that scares me, man, is I can't be touched. You know what I mean? We got to watch when we say something like that, man, because we're on the earth that everybody can be touched in some way. Right. If you're a gorilla, there's another gorilla out there, man. I'm telling you.
But on some real shit, besides the trolling shit, I don't think he even be on that tight time. He really for the people, for real. I mean, if you really sit and listen to some of the shit he be saying, yo, I had to listen because I used to hate that motherfucker. Every time I heard his voice, I get upset. Like, why this motherfucker be drawing? But he really be saying some real shit, man. Really be saying some real shit. That's all I wanted to say about that dude. I don't want to give him too much exposure up on Filoosh Talk, but that was about it, man.
It might go viral.
You said what?
He might go viral.
right. And get out to Charleston, man. But anyway, man, what's the main topic for today?
Man, we just kicking it, man. We running into the 50th show real soon, man. We gotta do a little planning. Mm-hmm. But we've been working hard on these shows and different guests. Today I wanted to just dip into, just talking some shit, man. My thoughts and whatever Ant be thinking, for the day.
Right. I just want to say I'm happy that we coming up on 50, man. And to all the supporters, man, we truly thank you. It's been a great, beginning of what we trying to do. We've learned a lot. So it's not always good to know that we got the same people tapping in with us every week. I mean, we got people from across the country tapping in. I thought that was dope. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, on the behalf of Filoosh Talk, and I'm sure Dame and myself, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us for all these shows. We on number 47 right now. So we almost there, man.
I want to say something that's important. Growth is a big thing, man. We came in this game willing to learn, and we still students. So, we don't know it all. And don't think we know doctors or therapists. We try and break up nobody's relationship and no bullshit.
We just two cats with an opinion and a platform to say what the fuck we want to say on.
No, hit you. Yo, you said on this show that hold up, man.
Yeah, through the times, man, we got some slack for a couple situations, man.
But it's a good thing, we want to have conversations that we don't have every day in our community. That's real important. We have a lot of surface talks in the community. Let's talk about some real stuff. You know what I mean? We got to start digging in.
Right.
We got to start digging in. Definitely as men. On the men's side, we got to get deeper because we losing connections with our kids, the proper connections with women. So we got to start really having talks, even if we meet just amongst as men, and figure out our growth and how can we help each other. And we need to be talking to some real educated women,
right,
to educate us on what's going on too.
Right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have to be against each other, man. You see a lot of that on social media. You know what I mean? Somebody have an opinion, male or female, then the opposite sex want to throw they rocks and stones and shit, and it's like, for what? Can't we just agree to disagree on some things? And sometimes can we stop fucking speaking off emotion? could we, listen to get some understanding instead of listening to respond? First thing you see somebody say something you don't like, now they going off the deep end and shit. We got to cut that shit out, man. You know what we used to have back in the day when I was a young boy? My homie Pop used to do it. He had something called the Brotherhood, right? Where he would get a group of his guys together and then get the young guys around the neighborhood and, just to talk and teach us about manhood and shit like that. We need to bring shit like that back.
That's heavy.
You know what I mean?
That's heavy. That's heavy.
I got the chance to sit around a couple of my old homies that are still homies nevertheless. But, homies that you don't really get to see like that too much. I mean, because you don't, life be life and this shit. Motherfuckers got wives, kids, etc., etc. But it was good times being able to get with these guys and hang out with them and chill and talk shit, reminisce and things like that. It was pretty fun. And the brotherhood thing was one of the things we were talking about. And that's definitely something we need back in the community. We need real old heads. And I think it's about time where, motherfuckers stop talking and actually do something about it. So pretty soon I'm going to be thinking of some things to put together for the youth, man. Because I feel like they need it for sure.
Well, we just got to put a lot of options on the table. It starts here definitely at a lot of the stuff we do here at Filoosh Talk. With, bringing the youth up here, highlighting the youth, we got to keep our hands on the youth, That's one thing I always respected about my big homie EA, man. He been working with the youth from the beginning. So a lot of guys be talking about boom, 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 boom. But to really be around the youth year after year, and different events and dealing with parents and the stars of tomorrow, that mean a lot, man, And as men, we got to figure out different ways to touch the youth. You know what I mean? A lot of men don't know how. What can we do? You know what I mean? So if it's men that's doing something to know a way or avenue, invite the brothers. You know what I mean? Invite the brothers. That's what we got to do. Yeah, we got some young men here that need some leadership and guidance. Let's lead them. You know what I mean? We can't help all the young guys, but it is some guys that's looking for some thorough guidance. You know what I mean? And that mean a lot.
Man, there's definitely some willing to still sit back and learn and kick it with some old heads and hear some game, some real game. I mean, I think you got to find something that they can channel all this anger, because that's what it is, a bunch of anger, a bunch of, emotions going around, and they need just that real camaraderie among men. I mean, that's what's up, EA, man. I didn't know you had a saying. I knew you was a man of many hats, brother, but I didn't know you had your hands touching on the youth, man, with the youth. So that's what's up. It's a good thing.
Well, when you start dealing with 50 and 100 models and a lot of youth models and stylists and makeup artists, it's just so many avenues, actors, you know what I mean? So they see that, we can inspire directors and producers and cameramen. And, these youth see what we doing. So when we guys who then left the streets and figured out different ways to affect them in a positive way, that's the true blessing. Because for years we showed them something that was wrong. You sold them fly cars, the best outfits, chicks walking up with the tight outfits on. So a lot of kids be thinking that's the way. I want to be a hustler, man. A hustler had every woman stopped that walked down the street. Why do I want to go to work, brother? You know what I mean? So today we don't even see hustlers like we see back in them days, but we don't want to be in a mind frame that's the thought process. We have to be a hustler or athlete. You know
I think a true hustler knows that it's a lonely life, being a hustler. You know what I mean? Because when you think about it, when you touch a certain amount of money, now you got to watch everybody around you. You don't know who's who. Or if you lose it all, motherfuckers stop coming around you. So it can be a lonely lifestyle. You know what I mean? If you go about it and be really in it, it can get lonely. You got to It's a lot that come with that shit, man. It's a lot that come with that shit.
I wanna talk about the mental warfare that all these hustlers, man, from back in the day, man, there's large numbers of them, right? They had a lot of money, man. We're not talking about the hustlers we see today. I'm talking about large amounts of money. Over 100,000, over $250,000, over $500,000, just stuff we don't see every day. So they put a lot into what we would say the community, helping people, paying bills, sending money to the jail. Some hustlers, not all of them. So some put a lot into what I call the bank of life or the bank of the hood, right? So in their mind, they be thinking, man, when they go over to the dark side of it, they don't have what they used to have, or it's not back in the day anymore. They be thinking, damn, the community owe me something, right? And it be years later where half of the community don't even remember what you had or what you done.
Nope.
Right? So what we have to remember as street guys and hustlers and people who come from these communities is the back end is not great. People don't love you on the dark side. People don't love you when you don't have what you used to have, when you can't help everybody, when you need something. You know what I mean? So don't ever think that we owe nothing in this world, man. And a lot of people who get to that dark side be like, F everything. Man, these people, listen, the world don't owe us nothing, man. And I would tell a person that, man, because I dealt with that personally in my life, where I watched hustlers that had everything, that can access any woman, that can buy anything material-wise, that help people, that people loved and celebrated and cheered with and really applauded. Right. You know what I mean? Told them they was this, that, and the other. But when they went over to that dark side, right? People really didn't understand how to deal with some of these people, man. And I understand. I know it's not for everybody to deal with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's because people are around for, short term. A lot of motherfuckers are around for short term for what you can do for them. While everybody want to be around when the shit is good, when the gravy train good, when everything good, you get into it. You helping them out, things like that. Then when that shit all disappear, it's like you don't even exist anymore. And that's real shit. For instance, I got a homie that suffered from mental health. I was telling you about this behind the scenes. When before his mental health break, he was the bull. He was bull. He did his thing, right? And afterwards, it took a while, but everybody fell off. Like our friend group stopped reaching out to him like that. I mean, I still come around, like I was telling you, I still come around. I just seen him yesterday, as a matter of fact, but I still make sure I stay in touch with them just to check up on them. But I think when people are going through those dark times, sometimes it takes a toll on the people around them too, the ones close to them, where you kind of, you decide that you have to fall back for your mental health or whatever the case may be, and the shit that they're going through. You feel like they're not helping themselves, so you kind of fall back. And I think that's what happened with my homie. A lot of us kind of felt like, damn, man, years of checking in and checking up and trying to get them to do this and trying to get them to do that. It's just like, it comes taxing and draining. And I think when that happens, people kind of fall back real heavy. But, I was one of those people that always still came around. Like, not as much as I probably should, but, I do tap in with them and check up on them.
Let me add my 5 cents. At one of my shows that I really like because the conversation be deep, and it be to the point where, intellectually, grown folks can comprehend. They can understand, understand, and overstand. Respectfully. When I hear people talk about hustlers, because don't forget that we're still hustlers. We will always be hustlers. And when we speak sometimes the old self speaks loud. Mm-hmm. So when we say, and because everything, let me help, because I'm still a hustler. I don't sell drugs. but I'm a hustler. I was a hustler when I was selling drugs. So the hustle has nothing to do with what you hustling. The plural part of it, the action part of it. When you start adding, all right, what do you hustle? Because this is just what I just told Gil yesterday. We ain't riding a long time where we ride hours and we get to bust it up and talk about things. Normally, if I go past the stew and we there and we have great conversation. And this all coincide with the cause to effect on this topic that y'all started, which is giving back, the old heads giving back, and what we used to, you're right, they had plenty of money. It was like, but imagine all that money that all the hustlers had. They put the negative vibes on the community. And then when they don't have any more, they expect the community to make manifest in the physical them some income. Like, y'all owe me. So that's what starts all the divisions and the derivatives of, all right, you owe me, now I'm taking, now the robbery and the break-ins and everything that coincides. So I said, Gil. And he just was like, no, gee, you working, da-da-da-da. You know, bro, I'm a hustler. I got more years in back of me than I have in front of me at my age, 55. So being as though I love money and I know the things that I have is taking a lot of that, starting all over again. Give me, and this is specifically what I told him. I said, give me 30,000 different pure fuels and let me go ahead and sell them how I want to sell them. But I'm going to sell them. I'll probably open up my own little store, like where I can just sell just strictly those. And you come in to buy those. He like, see, that's what my OG, you know, he got on the phone with some people and just, after we say, he said, let's talk about that. But I think when he got on the phone with somebody, when he narrated it back an hour and a half later, and I ride, you know what I'm saying? Because I said, what I learned from my old head, but my old head poisoned me. Because in 83, my old head gave me 4.5 of cocaine powder. Told me, go to the corner store, which was Famous Deli. You know, before the Koreans owned it. It was a black family that owned it. He said, get 2 bottles. Get a tall bottle of applesauce and a small bottle. So I got applesauce and I got apple juice. And he was great, pour it out. I'm like, no, let me eat it. And they cracking up because what? This is food. I drunk it, ate it, they rinsed it out. Make a long story short, he taught me how to sell coke. But I was fascinated about the money that I was making because I was tired of walking to school in the 6th grade with holes in my sneaks. I was going to Leeds. Rest in peace, me and Joe Bread. I just know the backstory of a lot of friends that passed away from the streets. So where am I going with this? Hustlers will always be hustlers. You chose what you hustle. You can go get bottles of water. You can go give me 50,000 bottles of dishwashing liquid. If you give it to me for 50 cents, I'm selling them for $1 because I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to sell them for $1. First of all, the price margin of the business of the dishwashing liquid is way below the average cost to get a bottle of dishwashing liquid. And I just use that as an example. You can sell bleach. I will sell anything. Right now, I don't care how cool you think I am. Offer me 20,000, 10,000 plus of any kind of merchandising. Any tangible item, which is an item that can be felt, touched, has substance. Because that's the only time people really want to give you the money. But now that we done put so much negative energy into the community, now 2024, we're reaping the benefits that we're reaping what we sowed.
Right.
We sold it. So, reason why I started transcending from the adults, because I started out with kids, but then I got more adult mainstream on fashion shows, hair shows, rap shows, the whole 9. But then recently, the last 6, 7, 8 years, I'd rather do the children because of the adults, because the adults don't respect you, your hard work, dedication, whatever it is that you put into it when you share it. They don't share the positive chakra of the transaction back with the community. It's like promoters. They always take it, they run their money home, they split it with. Now, if you're splitting it with a group of family members, which could be your friends, could be your business partners, whoever your business, then that's good. That's not blood sucking. So that's what I think that can stop all the negative, because people don't have income. And when people don't have, they steal. Honestly, I can say why
envious.
I can say why I stole out of the supermarket at Pickwell. Maybe I was like 13, 14, because I didn't have nothing to eat. And then when somebody gave me $20 to go with a list to go to the store, I feel bad about this, but it's the honest to God truth. I used to steal the pound of turkey because it was like $8, $7, $6. So that's how I was able to go, when I got hungry, go get me some gizzards and fries, or go half on a bag on a nick or a dime.
But when I was saying hustler, I was saying the myth of the streets of like guys who sell drugs. I was alluding to like the 3 ways out of the streets that family, friends, and the community might not see when they celebrate with that person.
No, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like when you
just explained
when you in the glory of it,
right? It's fun.
And everybody love you.
It's fun,
right? So they're not looking at the back end when maybe you don't have
a death occur,
or death, or
you gotta go to jail. You need
got
lawyer
20
money.
years.
You gotta give it to them raw, right?
Lawyers, all
you
that.
Being nice. I know what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Or you have to call your mother or your kids,
and
or
she ain't got it.
The women, and none of the fellas that been on these streets with you. That's the raw reality. You know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to dig deep into that because I've been around a lot of guys that had a lot of money, and not only hurt the neighborhood, but some of them helped a lot of people too.
See, it wasn't help to me because we all did our things. I know I sold a lot of stuff, did a lot. I hurt my community a lot.
Right.
And I was saying around joking and saying it yesterday, and it really dawned on me. When y'all was talking, it was hit me in my heart. Because now it may sound humorous, but at this time, VCRs was worth $500, $600, $700. I bought every VCR that I seen in the old head crib. Let me get that John. I targeted. Hey, I'm gonna give you whatever you want because you're giving me that John. I probably could have messed up some. You know what I'm saying? But keep up the good work, Filoosh Talk. Y'all be on it, man. But I think that just make sure anybody, when you say hustlers, even if you come from being a D-boy, a dope boy, drug boy, be specific because I'm still out here hustling.
Oh, that's why I just cleared. That's why I just clarified.
And I don't sell drugs.
I clarified for you, real.
I say no to drugs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's definitely different forms of hustling. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And one thing we gotta understand, a blessing in it all, and I was just telling EA this before the show, is when we figure it out as men. Yeah, a lot of us came from the streets hurting the community, man. I was one of them guys. Hurt my family, community. I sold drugs out my mama's house, man. I was really crazy, bro. And she knew it, and she really gave me some deep talks about it. And that was a lot of my closure to hustling, man. My mom like, damn, son, what you thinking? And she would be, my mom was funny, man. I'm going to call the cops on you, dumb ass. So for me, I'm not going to say, I know for a fact we hurt the community, but the fact that we can figure out and get back to the community, hopefully it's a blessing in it. You know what I mean? So the thing is, not that you made a mistake, because we all made mistakes in life, how we clean them up. You know what I mean? Yeah, what we giving back now? What can we tell a youngin' today? You know what I mean? What can we tell our kids, man? So that's the blessing. What can we pass down?
Yeah, that's facts, though. It ain't about how you start life, it's about how you finish. And just remembering life is full of checks and balance. You have to, what you put out is what you going to get back. So if you put out a bunch of negativity and hurting your community and all that, it comes back around. And sometimes that looks like people not dealing with you. Sometimes it look like spending the rest of your days by yourself. when you put out a bunch of energy, that shit checks and balance, man.
But I'm gonna tell you something though, man. That's deep about that too. If you a thorough dude, man, or you got a big heart, it's always gonna show in a way, even if you ain't who you used to be.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like some dudes have pure hearts, man. You know, like I'm the type of guy, man. I call and check on you, man, just because I love you, man. I might not even hang with
That's
you.
the thing, though. Even serial killers are capable of loving. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying to the point, we gotta be more. I want to be more genuine with my people, man. Even when it come down to family and the way that we moving and everything, a lot of us are disconnected as a people and family and friends and all these labels that we throw around. We gotta really stand on that stuff, man. Yeah, you gotta really protect your family, really protect your mother, really love your brother, really be your brother's keeper, really want for your brother what you want for yourself. We got to get back to them values, man. We don't have that like we used to. We jealous as men. You know, that's how the internet did us. You know, we looking at men on the internet upset at a man. No, brother, you got to go work hard, man. I don't know if you want to be a hustler, you want to work, whatever you want to call it. But you got to get your hustle up.
I mean, the social media, the internet is all smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? People put up the good part.
Whatever gets you to the point that you're looking at a man and you have time and you're judging people and you're worried about something and you're a male, you know, we got to leave that to the females. I'm saying, man, we got to get our hustle up, bro.
I think that was happening before social media. Motherfuckers was secretly hating and shit like that. But we do got to get back. You're right. We got to get back, but how?
I ain't really see that
how
before.
Was the question?
Before social media, I ain't see that because there was more money in the neighborhoods.
You don't think you see? I find that hard to believe that you ain't see no hate going on.
No, the hating was harder to see because you couldn't see this motherfucker every morning when you wake up.
It definitely was harder to see.
You had to be outside to hate. You had to be in the streets or in the in crowd to know who was it or who was who or who was moving around. You know what I mean? All this stuff we see is watered down. You know what I mean? So yeah, social media did that to us, man. You know, I'm just saying we got to make use of our time, young brothers. You know, we shouldn't have time to look at each other in that way. Slaves hated each other.
Right.
Yeah, no.
We've always been hating.
No, I'm not denying that that's been a thing forever. Or that ain't been since time. I'm just saying it's more prevalent and higher now because we have tools.
I think social media made it easier to hate.
Yeah,
you can hate from a distance. You don't have to be in a motherfucking circle to hate them. You can hate from just, watching this shit. And I think that's the difference. But how we got to come up with a solution. We always talk about what needs to be done. And when I say we, I mean just us as a whole in the black community. I was talking about what needs to be done, but how do we do it? The how is the problem. The how is what we got to come up with. We need a group of people to just sit down and brainstorm.
That's a good point Arch made, that black people chase material stuff. And that's a real good point. At some point, though, we got to be comfortable with our blessings. I think that's going out of style to me. Like, the guys who in the dressing and moving around and doing their thing, they just doing it. If you into that, you into that. Because once you take away the free money and the PUA and the easy ways to get it, a lot of these guys don't want to work hard to have that top tier dressing and do all that flush.
Look, I'm going to tell y'all this, man. All right, you want to know why black people chase materials? It's because we didn't have shit. I mean, I think that's why black people chase material things, because it's shit we didn't have, and then you want it. You know what I mean? Whereas though other ethnicities, they didn't chase it. I seen a white guy walking around with holes in his fucking sneakers. But man had a pocket full of loot. You know what I mean? We so hung up on want to be like the Joneses and shit. You want to have the best thing and shit that we don't take the time and really think about how money should go.
But a lot of that got to do with we not comfortable inside ourselves. Because some of these people we talking about, they'd be dressed fly. They had a car that cost all this paper. And you go in their crib, it's roaches and ain't enough space. Laundry in the living room. You know, it's just a mess. Or they not staying in a proper place that goes along with that lifestyle.
A real fly cat can get fly with just what he got. You know what I mean? And know how to put the shit together.
All I say to my brothers and sisters, stay clean cut, man. Keep your garments clean, showered up, smell good. So
Ain't no sharks in the shower.
Ain't no sharks in the shower. You know what I tell them, bro. Ain't no sharks in the shower. You know, clean cut can take you a far way. You know, we don't know all the names that's on your garments. So listen, try to be clean cut, man. Start with that. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys don't know nothing about cologne no more. You know, the women scared of the perfume aisle. We got to get back to the back to it.
You smell like weed and ass.
Yeah.
You know, change some shit. You know what I
How
mean?
you wake up smelling like smoke, man? What's going on with you?
that is the cologne form. Oh, man.
See, you know, I love to smell good, man. Shower up, you know, we got to be into that. We got to promote that. That mean a lot, man. Once our brothers lose that, we already got rid of our fashion and how clean we going to dress, man. At least we got to be dipping in that water, my brothers. You know what I mean? At least we got to dip in that water, man. Y'all brothers walking around 4 days talking about you grinding, man. You ain't grinding that hard, brother. Change that stuff up before you get a rash on you, boy.
It's that great. Walking around with my butt.
You know, walking around all these days, you ain't touched no water. You just keep walking past. No, bro. That ain't sanitary, you know. And they be the, hold up. They be the ones that get all the chicks.
Nah, then you gotta question the chick if she fucking with him. They walk around smell like ass and weed. And my butt, you gotta start asking what she into.
Man, whatever it go for, you know.
First of all, how the fuck we even get started on this part of the conversation with niggas?
Yeah, but like I said again at the beginning of the show, I touched on it a little bit, man. We lost an Uptown legend, R.I.P. Joe Bread, one of my good brothers, man. When I say one of my brothers, man, that's somebody like, when he was heavy in the party promotion and everything, he called me for everything. Hey, you VIP here, you VIP there. You know, he just loved to celebrate with me, man. And I just remember a lot of good times, man. You know, we spent a lot of good times together, man. Ups and downs in life. You know, shout out to his family, his sister Nikki, daughter Quay. My condolences go out to the family, man. And as a community, let's just get tighter, man. You know, life is short. Family is everything. Kids, this go for everybody. I try to stay humble, man, in life. I try to lead with love. I'm not always correct. I'm not always right. But I try to lead with love, man, and that's important. And if somebody turn me the other way, you know, I don't know how to take it. You know what I mean? But I try.
I just want to tell folks important too, man. Take care of yourselves, because I know it's been like a little uprising and folks losing people and shit. So with all this loss, no one's really having a chance to grieve or whatever. So take care of yourselves, man. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you're taking time out for yourself, man, because I don't know about, you know, a lot of you guys, but I lost a lot of people just in the summertime. You know what I mean? I was sitting back thinking about this shit like, damn, I ain't had no chance to grieve nobody, for real, for real. It was just one back to back. and one behind another. So, I mean, make sure y'all take care of yourselves, man.
Hold on, I gotta put my man on the spot real quick, man. We gotta touch on something, man. We talking about the hood and life. My man been in the gym. Hold up, baby. No, we ain't keeping no secrets on Filoosh Talk, baby.
Oh, you motherfucker.
My man been in the motherfucking gym. You hear me?
Hey, man, health is wealth, baby.
No,
health is wealth,
the
man.
reason I
gotta
brought
get my
that
shit
up
together.
because I'm happy for my brother. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of guys don't pick you up at the right times, man. Like, health is so important, man. I try to fit the gym into my schedule. My man know I'm up and down with the gym. But that's what we need, my brothers. All this chasing $1 million, we're going to die the day after we get it, man. If our pressure and our sugars and everything ain't right, we need to be checking our health at the doctors, the dentist. You know what I mean? Come on, players.
Don't be one cheesesteak away from a heart attack now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? For real.
Yeah, so let's try to put a little hour a day, run through in the morning. I know we got busy schedules. We got to fit it in, man. Same thing go for me, man. I ain't just...
And y'all stay tuned to this transformation.
My man in the
Stay
gym.
tuned to this transformation. This motherfucker, it's gonna be real. You know what I mean? Work with me.
Yeah, that's a major shout out, and we gonna invite more brothers to it, man. I was messing with my big homie Marlon. I said, yo, I'm going in the gym with y'all.
He told me about that.
Listen, he fucked with me on Saturday. I said, damn, I ain't think y'all work out on the weekend.
He told you, like, yeah, we going today. He said you just got quiet and shit. Change the subject.
Not today, my brother.
No, man, you gotta work. But
it's a heavy
work
motivation.
on yourself, man.
Yeah,
And,
it's a heavy motivation.
it's
I'm
all
proud
about
of my brothers. I'm gonna meet them up there. We're gonna join
hold
forces.
you to that shit too, man.
We're gonna join forces. I'm serious, man. I'm fitting everything into my schedule that's important, man. This is heavy. Health is
wealth, man.
I've been trying to watch my food habits, snack habits, sodiums, all that. That's real, man. We gotta start talking about that.
Right.
We talk about a lot of other BS. We gotta stay on our health, man, for real.
Man. For me, it's all about getting on your physical, my mental, my spiritual. I said I was gonna get that shit together, so that's what I'm in the process of doing, man. Getting it all together.
And I'm gonna say one more thing in closing in reference to all that. Don't be scared to go to the doctors, man. You know what I mean? Definitely some of y'all that have health insurance, and if you don't, go to the clinic, man. They'll give you a little checkup, man. They'll do something to you, man. But all that not going to the doctors for 10, 15 years and not drinking water for 20 years, that shit ain't gonna cut it no more, man. I'm serious, man. Get some little checkups, man. That's all I'm saying.
And then talking about why God, when you ain't go, you take yourself to the doctor like they ain't
Get your vital signs checked, man. Get your vitals checked. You hear me? But yeah, this been a lovely episode of Filoosh Talk. Episode 47. We coming back next week. Episode 48 with a smasher. We just wanted to kick it. Like I said, we pulling up to episode 50. So everybody get ready, get excited, get turned up. We bring a couple guests back. We gonna have rolling guests. I'm talking everything into. We gonna move heavy on episode 50. We gonna get a little twisted. We're gonna have a little couple drinks up here and celebrate. We're gonna toast. We with 50 shows, man. This ain't no joke for Filoosh Talk, man. We put a little bit of work in.
You might see us some shiny suits and shit.
Hey, shiny suits.
No. Shiny suits.
They locking Diddy up. We don't wear the shiny suits no more.
That nigga ain't going to jail, man. Well, yeah, man. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. And to our viewers that watch our show every Tuesday, 6 p.m., man, much love, much appreciation. And, yeah, man, we out of here, man.
We signing out. Filoosh Talk, baby. We out.